Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. You guys up front, line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Look, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long run.
Sets up to 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. The play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down.
How about that, Chris? He gets a chance once, twice. They go back to him a 3rd time. He's still short of the 1st down. This defense really locking in on that running back every time he touches the football.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Testing the right side here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Gets made on the out route. Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
tackled at the 44 and good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. He picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier. And
intercepted, picked off by the defense.
what a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Here's the second down play. It's a shotgun run call. Runs through the defender. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's caught. It's Jordan. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he flew that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looking for a deep completion. Catch made wide open way downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Huskers. It was a foot race, and he won it.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the right side. He made it down to the 38, but that's good enough for 1st down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking right, this one caught. Powerful running into the secondary. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. He just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
1st down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Nebraska 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. It's hard running there through a tackle. The Buckeyes pick up enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
tackle is made. That's good for a first down of the 47.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping, and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT.
Here is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Ohio State, 21, Nebraska, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
Nebraska offense will take over. First and 10.
Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, pick from the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Will go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Second down after that completion. Back to throw again. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Finding space at the 20. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, Chris, it's a nice positive game, but let's face it, you're in the national championship. They've got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Offense facing second and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? PB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And he scores. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away.
14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, it's pretty really surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and
And it's intercepted. He's stepping in front of that bullet. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it now. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And the defense wraps him up.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Third and short now for the offense from the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And he knocks through the PAT. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit would come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. The field goal unit coming on the field now. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. We finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That ball's incomplete. An impressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Off to the back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
He stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On first down, it's play action. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Off the RPO, caught to the right. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run the route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that That's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall. They get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense.
Long enough and good. We're all tied up now. You come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Well, they test the middle there and get nothing.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. 7-yard gain, sets up a 3rd and 3.
He's sacked at the 22. First down.
Can he get there on the ground? Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter.
After 3, the game is tied.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Tackle made after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Tailback takes the handoff again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The AC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive.
And the Nebraska offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
He's looking deep here. Wow, a 3rd hit tonight by the QB. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you can just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They need less than a yard for a 1st down. They'll go for it on 4th. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense on 4th down. They get the football back here in this tight game. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They get him down after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes. Not much yards, though.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. At this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs in the late stages of this game.
As a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Past the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a long run for the touchdown. If this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud, I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
24.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Nebraska offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Play action here on first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the ground, it's Love. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. Back behind the quarterback, line in pistol. And the tailback's got it again. Makes the first down, but carries a price. Big hit there at the end. A timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, but they look pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes.